Welcome to Milk Market Tidbit for the January cold storage report that USDA released actually a few days late due to a technical issue. This is Dr. Lawrence Jones with Farm Institute, and I'm recording this on Wednesday morning, February 28th. So we ended up getting the milk production report first, and as you might remember, we went into this report knowing that we had just significant drawdown on cows. We've got 76,000 fewer cows than we had a year ago. So there was very much an attitude going into this month that the milk supply was definitely going to be short. We also thought that the cold storage report would increase cheese, somewhere between 2 and 6 million pounds, and butter up about 45 to 50 million pounds. That's based on kind of seasonal numbers, and that's the numbers that StoneX had and I also had. And then we're going to get the dairy products report next week, which will actually tie out all of the January numbers and help us kind of sort out what's going on here. So the cold storage report, as I say, came out, and overall I would say that stocks grew just a little bit more than we expected them to. So we'll just start out with the cheese stocks. Relative to the seasonal adjusted level, it was up just a little bit. And the number that I think we need to look at is this is the highest January cheese stocks we've ever had on record. And so I often say in many of my podcasts, I think we've had this scenario where we've been increasing, 3.7% per year, and then now we've just kind of flattened out. We've got a different paradigm for cold storage than we had previously. The American stocks actually came down a little bit from seasonal levels, and that's going to include cheddar, which is going to be on the spot market. But it's pretty well in line with what we had 2 years ago and up from what we had a year ago. So I think that is consistent with that previous graph. The other cheeses, which are going to be mainly Italian, the cold storage came up a little bit, which says that exporting Italian and demand for Italian for things like pizzas is probably down just a little bit. The butter stocks were a little bit higher than a seasonal number, and again right in line with everything that we've been seeing. I tend to draw a line from all the way back to 2020, and that everything is very consistent. So I think the million-dollar question that we've got to ask is, does the cold storage report support the narrative that supply is shrinking more than demand? Now, milk production might be coming down, but if demand is coming down more, then that's going to be a drag on prices. And the easiest way to answer that is, what did the trade respond yesterday? And so we had significant down in 45 cents from April, May, and June. So the trade did not respond well to this cold storage report. Later today, we're going to get the National Dairy Sales reports, which will give us the February class and components. And then Thursday we'll have the egg prices, and then we get our traditional dairy slaughter and UMW spot milk prices.